power motion picnic hour, sometimes with special guests. Say your name, special guest.
Shane McConkey.
This is the power motion picnic hour.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Power Motion Picnic Hour. As always, I'm your host, Dave, and as always, alongside me on the Power Motion Picnic Hour is
Trevor.
Oh, Trevor, what's going on? How are you?
I'm doing well.
Whoa.
Yeah. I will say I took a sip of this Athletic Brewing Oktoberfest.
Oh,
And at the risk of losing any sponsorship opportunity, I have to say it doesn't quite hit the spot.
oh, okay. So that's not a new sponsor.
I don't believe so.
Like that
I would
sounded.
describe it as like a diluted, like kind of like a regular Oktoberfest beer, like kind of a malt forward sort of profile.
Sure.
The classic Oktoberfest fest beer, that's been like diluted in some sort of like sulfuric like water or something, and then like poured over cardboard and placed into this can that I now have before me.
Well, yeah, we're not telling whoever it was. Who is it? Alpine?
Athletic Brewing
Oh,
Company,
Athletic. That's the NA beer, right?
the NA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we might have to go after another NA sponsor like Best Day or
I'm
some
old.
other.
I'm old school. I say we court O'Doul's. They're still out there, I think.
That might be my favorite style of non-alcoholic beer, the beer flavored non-alcoholic beer, the
Yeah.
one that's just supposed to taste like,
Heineken.
Heineken, like the
Yeah.
Heineken's good. In the athletic line, I prefer the Golden, which is like their just like ale.
Yeah, I've had it. And
Yeah,
they got an IPA too.
I don't care for that one.
Uh, you know,
I know people like it, but
you know them better than me. I'm enjoying a beverage myself right now from another non-sponsor, but this is
ooh,
the Liquid Death Cherry Obituary.
oh, I haven't
This is
seen that flavor.
it's the best one, and it's amazing.
Wow.
So maybe I'm not ruining a potential sponsor relationship with my ringing endorsement of this one. People won't even believe me that I'm not being paid by Liquid Death for how much I love this beverage.
Yeah, believe us, we certainly would if we could. So we're still running the cast in the red over here, but I am a fan of Liquid Death as well. I would be gladly sponsored by them.
I did an event once that they did sponsor actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like about a year ago when I did a professional modeling gig. And it was partly sponsored, I think, the event by Liquid Death.
How was that running?
How was it
Yeah,
running? Well, I did walking. I walked the catwalk.
nice.
So yeah, that was pretty great. It was short distance, shortest and slowest.
Interesting gear, I'm sure.
It very much not my personal style, but I liked it. I was dressed kind of, I don't know, goth.
Runner goth,
Yeah, maybe just goth,
maybe just goth.
which is not my style, never was my style. Sorry, sorry, high school goths, never my thing.
Yeah. Well, teach their own.
Yeah, I watched The Crow with Brandon Lee when it came out and didn't feel any need to make that my whole thing.
Yeah, like your entire
Yeah.
identity and look and everything. Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw that as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
I wasn't too moved by it. If I if I remember, I was like, yeah, all right, what? It was okay. I
yeah,
didn't think it was
yeah.
that good.
It's a good review.
Yeah,
Um,
the
it's
Crow,
better.
not that good.
I'd say on the scale, it's better than an Athletic Brewing Oktoberfest, but maybe not as good as an O'Doul's.
Yeah, and definitely not as good as a Liquid Death Cherry Obituary.
No, nope.
So,
Can't
so
wait to get my hands on one of those.
as our listeners can probably guess, this is a special guest free episode and also a content free episode, it turns out. And I do love these because they're classic. They take me back to my younger days as an early Fortissimo, which newer
Just
listeners might not know. That means almost 41 years old. Uh,
just just starting out in the podcasting world, struggling to land. Well, we never really struggled, but we were feeling out our way to the special guest sort of community and world, and how
Yeah.
do you do this? And ended up doing a lot of traditional episodes along the way.
We didn't know what we were doing back then, as opposed to now, where we really know what we're doing. We're really in command of the medium, and
We refuse to change.
yeah, we're like, yeah, yeah. Right now we're like Jordan in the second, the second three-peat. We just know
Yeah,
we're real pros.
mounting the longest podcast season on record as we do continue our quest to find Dave Rawlings.
I was
Do you have any leads?
I haven't seen him, and I went on a bunch of runs around New York City, so I didn't see him here. And I was also in Italy recently. I didn't see him in Milan, so I think we could check those two off the box. Those
Yeah,
two boxes off the list. Have you seen Dave Rawlings?
have not seen or gathered any information that would lead us closer to Dave Rawlings.
So I think you and I might see each other tomorrow. Is that correct?
I believe so.
I think we might go to a small country music show in.
Yes.
So maybe we should ask everybody there if they know Dave Rawlings.
It's a good place to go for some leads.
There's a good chance, actually. So this will be, yeah, we're gonna go see a friend perform. This will be, we can't promote it because this will be released probably after the event. Well, maybe not. But we're going to see a friend perform at Lucinda Williams Bar in the East Village.
That's right. I'm excited. I've never been.
That feels like a great place to find a connection to Dave Rawlings.
It does. Yeah. I did see Lucinda. I think I mentioned over the summer at a show with a few other artists. The Outlaw Festival, I think is what it was called. Willie Nelson's thing. But anyway, she was great. Yeah, quite the show.
I was
Showman.
gonna I was gonna go to the New York version of that, and I think just forgot.
I know.
And you told me you went. I was like, oh crap, I was gonna go like two days ago.
As the weekend was coming up, was trying to figure out if we had actually bought tickets. The unaffiliated member of the pod, who lives in the house with me, and I were like, did we actually? We weren't sure if we bought tickets to the Guilford, New Hampshire show on a Sunday night
Yep.
at the pavilion up there, or if we had bought tickets to SPAC. It turns out we had done the right thing and bought Saturday tickets for Saratoga, because they're about the same distance, and just Saturday night much more,
Yeah,
fits much better into our lives.
that's the way to do it.
Made like a little weekend out of it. So anyway, yeah, excited about that tomorrow. And I think, I'm not even hoping or even really wanting to get a direct connection to Rawlings. I think this is going to be a little bit of a journey, and I'd love to just get a step closer.
Yeah,
Somebody who might know about Rawlings that we could perhaps have on as a special guest and lead us all a little bit closer.
I think tomorrow we're gonna definitely find somebody who puts us in touch with somebody who gets us one step closer to Rawlings.
It's like the first aid station.
Yeah, what's fun is we don't know how long this race is. So normally, like, okay, I'm a quarter of the way there. Like we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
This is like now. See now when I go, like I was just running in Milan, and now when I run in foreign countries and stuff, I know where I am because I have my phone with me, and I have got the Strava running. But I used to just go just running up a river, or
Hmm.
and that was kind of what we're doing now. We're just running up the river.
Yep. Just run up the river. Uh, we'll find out where.
Yeah.
You know, it's all
Well,
it's all about. It's all about the journey.
yeah, I do love some good river running though. I didn't. There wasn't like Milan's not a river city. Did you know that?
Uh, I did not.
You
I
know, like
probably would
most.
have. I probably would have guessed that it did have rivers if you asked me, or at
Yeah,
least like did it have like aqueducts and stuff?
I don't know. I didn't see a lot of water. You know, most
Hmm.
cities are like on the water somehow, right? They got a river running through them, or they're on the coast. They're
Yeah.
not not Milan. Milan is just there. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know the history of the city at all, and I don't know why it's there. I mean, I know what it does now, right? It does like fashion, a little bit of business. It's kind of an international city, right?
Hmm.
It's got a couple great soccer teams. I went to see one live, but I don't know why Milan in the
Nice
first place. I don't know.
cultural center of sorts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I
yeah,
guess we can put that out to the listeners and maybe get some more info on Milan.
yeah. I think we've got some Italian American listeners at least, so somebody should know the answer. I'm going in a few days to London, so I'll try to go for some runs along the Thames. That's a fun one.
Ooh, all right, scope it out. I'll be there in a few weeks and maybe do some similar running.
Yeah, actually, I'm not sure if I should. I've done lots of rivers. I'm not sure in England maybe I should do the parks, right? Like Hyde Park.
I
Is
don't
that?
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't either.
I don't really know where the good running is in
All right.
London.
Well, that's another outbound mailbag for the listeners. Let me know where to run in London. Listeners, let me know your favorite London runs. Hit it up in the comment section or tell Dave Rawlings. Although this season it's been hard for Dave to get us messages.
It has it's been a problem. Um, so I don't know if we have more to say on Milan or Rawlings.
Nothing on Milan. I ran 16 and a half, 17 miles over the course of 3 runs in Milan. I did Milan runs. That's all.
Nice.
That's
All
it.
right, it
Yeah,
runs.
it runs. Add it to the list. Run
I
Milan.
think we'll yeah note that for the historical record.
Yep.
Um, all right, very good.
As always with Milan, I would recommend don't, and this is something I do, don't go run through the most touristy area.
It's good
So,
advice.
so don't go run by the big, what's it called? The Duomo. Is that how you pronounce that?
I don't know.
Yeah, the big giant cathedral. Don't go running by
Don't.
that in the middle of like a Saturday afternoon because it's like the most crowded place you can imagine. But I did,
Uh,
and I ran by everybody. And then I did a similar run today. I made a mistake I haven't made in a while. I ran across the Brooklyn Bridge at like 10:30 in the morning.
ooh, okay.
And I tell you, it was like being outside the Duomo on a Saturday afternoon. Is that how you say it? I don't think that's how you pronounce that. Duomo? I don't know.
We'll have to ask our friends at CLA,
Yeah.
who are better with the pronunciation of these things.
Yeah, don't go running through the most crowded areas, the most tourist heavy areas of each city at peak hours.
I will say, I feel like whenever we talk to in a new special guest, we always learn something new, and you always seem to sort of take away more knowledge than you started with.
Yeah.
But in this case, it seems like you went to Milan for several days, ran a bit, and have no better understanding of what the
No.
city is or anything about it.
No, yeah, yeah, I don't know anything. I bought a pair of shoes, but non-running. That maybe is what you're
Mm,
supposed to do in Milan. But no, I didn't learn
sounds
much.
like a good move.
The football match was great. That was the highlight.
Yeah, I bet that was fun. Did you see AC Milan?
I saw AC Milan beat Napoli,
Ooh,
and Napoli was at the top of the table when they went into the game, but not when they came out of it.
wow.
It was great.
Okay.
Yeah, an American superstar hero, Christian Pulisic plays for AC Milan, and he got an assist and a goal.
Wow.
I saw Croatian legend Luka Modric and Portuguese superstar Rafael Leao, and all sorts of cool players. Um, Mexican heartthrob Santiago Jimenez, all sorts of great players. Yeah, everybody. The whole gang
Uh,
was out there. It was great.
and I think we previously determined that in soccer, the players are definitely doing a lot of running.
Yeah, I saw a stat of another AC Milan game. So I watched them on TV sometime, and Pulisic had run some crazy amount, and I don't know, 8 miles or something.
Hmm.
It's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was just sitting there.
I don't know why I'm talking about running so much. I feel like I'm being
Probably.
pulled back into running
Well,
a
it
lot
is
on this episode,
it's a running podcast.
trying to make up for some lost
Yeah,
time.
yeah, exactly. Since we've
Uh,
covered 20 minutes of non-running, might as well touch on running a little bit.
there's been a few sprinkles of running in there. I did some running in the rain,
Oh,
which was lovely. It was like cold and rainy, and I knew there was going to be like nobody out there, and it was
oh
kind of like
yeah.
getting dark, and it was just like really nice out there. I definitely prefer that this time of year to like those 80-degree like hot days that we had recently. It's just like doesn't feel right.
Oh yeah. Was this in that nor'easter you guys just got?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of been lingering. So maybe it's like been sort of steadily kind of raining for the past couple days. I guess that's the nor'easter.
Yeah, we had some of that rain. I ran out running in that too. I threw on the my Gore-Tex Pegasus trail and just
Hmm.
ran around Lower Manhattan. It was great.
Good chance to bust those out for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah.
I had my John G rain shell, um, which is a very nice jacket, very like movable, and it's got nice like vents all around it, so you don't get like super hot like you do in most rain
Oh yeah.
jackets.
I hear that.
Um, the only issue with it is it does not keep out the rain very well.
Well, there you go. The vents are
The vents are fine, actually. It's
oh,
more
okay.
the fabric. I don't know if I need to spray like stuff on it, but I feel like you're
Then
not
it won't
supposed to
breathe
use
as
that.
well. Yeah.
You're not supposed to use that stuff, both for environmental reasons and yeah,
Oh.
because it probably messes with whatever material it is. But the material is not very like it. You know how you get a new rain jacket and it's like super waterproof and the water just like beads up all over it and everything and just like slides off. Like I feel like this jacket never did that. This jacket like just gets damp and kind of like
I don't think
uh
I've bought a rain jacket as an adult. In 25 years of being an adult. I don't think
are
I've
you
bought a
still using an old rain jacket or you just not have a rain
I
jacket?
just don't have a rain jacket. Yeah. I don't think I have something that qualifies as a rain jacket. I have a ski coat.
Yeah,
That's not a rain jacket, is it?
that's not a rain jacket. Well, I mean, like a there is like a point at which like the ski shell and like a heavy duty rain jacket are basically the same thing.
That's true, but mine's like just a one piece jacket.
One piece,
Yeah.
insulated. Yeah, that's not a rain jacket.
Yeah, made by the good people at future sponsor Rosignol.
Ooh, yeah.
It's stylish.
They now make running shoes. They need us.
Oh, all right. Maybe, yeah, maybe that will be our sponsor. I love the Rosignol aesthetic.
Me too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I've always
it's
been a big Rossignol fan.
yeah, my first two skis were Rosignols. First were a $10 pickup at a yard sale.
Hmm.
And then the second one I got new, but I don't remember what they were called. But they were like the last one of the last years of the traditional straight skis.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I used to have some of the straight skis when I was pretty little, and then had a pair of Rossi Vipers,
Yeah, you had the 9.9s or the X's?
uh, X's, I think.
I think you had Vipers when I met you, right?
Viper. I forget what else it was. I know it was the Vipers with like the red and yellow,
Yeah.
and it was like when the parabolic style and shape had just come out, and they were like incredible. It was like, oh my God, like it's a whole
Yeah.
different style of skiing.
I tested a pair of those when I was getting my skis in that era, and I demoed a pair of those and the Bandit XX. Remember that ski?
I don't know if I remember that one.
Oh, the Bandit was cool. It came in an X and a double X and a triple X, and there was like different
Oh, right,
fatness.
right. Yeah, yeah.
And I thought it was a sweet ski, but it was kind of like the worst ski for New England. It's like a ski for someone who skis where they actually have snow.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty wide ski for back
Yeah.
then. Definitely what we would have considered a powder ski, although now the trend has gotten like fatter and shorter, even, even in New England, where you don't really need it for powder, but it's still like, it still gives you like some really good like stability with like a shorter length, which, you know, I don't need a bunch of ski length when I'm like going through the woods or something.
Yeah. I love how there was no technological innovation in skiing for like a million years, you know? And then like in the 90s at some point they started paying attention to that. Like do you remember when they shifted for ski jumping, the long jumping?
Yeah.
You remember when they finally started like forking their skis at like a V shape?
I don't remember when that happened. That's just sort of how I thought they always did it. No, I guess they went straight before.
They were going straight, and I think it was about the early 90s they started like, and someone's like, maybe we could apply science to skiing. And then they started like doing it with the skis and with everything. And now there's been like since then, every 5 years the ski technology changes.
Yep. Yep.
But like they went skinny for a while, then they went fatter, and the level of like hourglass parabolic shape has changed. And dude, there was just no one paid any attention to it for a long time.
I feel like it's kind of I don't know. I mean, I guess it's still advancing, but it feels like it's plateaued, or at least like the last like big breakthrough with like the fatter skis has kind of like already come. They've messed with the tips a little bit. Have you seen these crazy like forget it's like the fish like tip that's like almost like cut in and it has like almost like tails on either side?
I think I have. I haven't really skied much the last few years, but I do think I saw those.
I feel like those are meant for skiing in like a very specific type of powder and like nothing else. And they might
Yeah.
be like sick in that, but um I
Not
still like
for
I
New
still
England.
like those the McConkey innovation of the
Uh,
reverse parabolic. Remember that?
no, but I remember Shane McConkey. He was,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
he
think it
was
was
the best.
McConkey that did like the reverse parabolic. He was basically on like water skis at that point, like just floating
He
down the mountain.
he was the best.
He was definitely
If
one of
if
the
if
best.
anyone out there doesn't know Shane McConkey, go watch the Matchstick Productions film Something About McConkey for a bit of
Yeah.
a greatest hits of his early years.
Oh man, he was definitely the best for just that like absolutely crazy, wild
Yeah,
style. I will say, I think I'm gonna say greatest skier of all time in that like free skiing world, Candide Tovex.
that's the greatest. I don't even know who that is.
I believe so. Well, I'll send you some videos. He's even like still doing like now they're doing all these like crazy like staged like they'll set up a jump or like a series of like features in like a very specific spot and like it's almost like I don't know. This is gonna sound over the top, but there's definitely like almost an art to like the way he's like setting these things up and like hitting them, and he just has like a really like smooth style too. It's just like it's really fun to watch.
I'll watch. I hope everyone else does too. I'm excited for this week's installment of the Power Motion Picnic or Ski Video of the Week.
Ski video of the week. Uh,
I want to share
yeah.
this video that used to be embedded on my MySpace page 20 years ago. That was Seth Morrison in like a leather jacket skiing a mono ski down moguls. And then
Nice.
at the end of the video, he was walking back up the slope and like smoking a cigarette. It's a pretty cool video.
That's cool.
And
That's
and
a
he
cool
had his
video.
giant mohawk and everything. Yeah.
Um,
Oh wait, was that Seth Morrison or was it Glenn Plague? I think it was Glenn Plague.
that sounds like a Glenn Flake. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a Glenn Flake.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh man.
Classic skiers though, both of them.
Yeah, I also recommend in this on this topic, Wizard of Oz. Have you seen that old ski movie?
I don't think so.
Oz, like AAHS, I believe.
Ah.
Wizard of like Oz. Yeah. Uh yeah, they I feel like they were doing some stuff on uh what's the iconic like Corvettes and stuff. They were like hitting lines that
Oh.
people had never hit on like Corvettes and
Corbett's is
stuff.
that's Jackson Hole.
Jackson Hole, yeah.
Yeah. It's a upsetting time to be a like an aging skier who's getting worse because like it used to be like you'd hear a story about someone who skied Corbett's and it's like crazy, you know?
Yeah.
And now if you get on social media, like if you end up clicking enough ski videos, you'll just get like a video of 100 goofballs skiing Corbett's every day. And you're like, Jesus, well, if it's that easy, like I must be terrible.
Yeah, there's a difference between, as we know, there's a difference between like making it down something and actually skiing it. Like, you see people just like
Yeah,
sliding down the whole thing, not making turns, just like,
it's
you
true.
know, that's not really, I don't count it.
Yeah. I mean, that's a tough one though to just make it down, right? Like like just making it down that one feels pretty dangerous, you know? If you like
Yeah.
yeah, well,
Well,
I think it was closed when I was at Jackson Hole. I mean, I definitely didn't go down it.
I don't think I've never been to Jackson Hole.
Oh,
Um,
it's good. It's a
I'd
nice
love to
place.
go. Yeah, it's one of the few like big ones out there I haven't hit before.
It's great. I
Um,
was at the Silver Dollar Saloon in Jackson
oh,
and
nice.
yeah, which is like a classic saloon and these cowboys in there like started with me and and they were messing with me. Uh
Oh man.
Yeah, and I thought the Cowboys were gonna. I was like, I want that. Come on, guys, please don't beat me up in front of my sister, who I was having a beer with because we were on like a family vacation.
Yeah, like
I
come
was like,
on,
guys,
guys.
come on. Having like I'm having a beer with my sister. Could you please?
Yeah, can you beat somebody else up.
Yeah, could you get me next time?
Yeah, okay, let's.
You circle back. I'll come alone. They were big boys. And then it's funny out there. A lot of rich
Yeah.
people in Jackson.
Hmm.
When I was there, this will tell you when it was, is when Bernie Madoff was arrested.
Oh, okay.
And he was wearing a Jackson Hole baseball cap when he was arrested.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, like 2008 or 9.
That would be, yeah, 2008. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember. Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Um, well, I do have some exciting non-running news.
It seems like the right episode for that. I can't wait to hear it.
We had a neighbor, non-listener as far as I know, but a neighbor stopped by the other day, knocked on the door and asked if she'd be able to take a certain mushroom that we had growing, like
Whoa.
by a tree out front. And I was like, yeah, like let's go. And uh she proceeds to tell me that it's like a hen of the woods of maitake that is like
Really?
that's like not super easy to find. You see a
Uh,
lot of, I believe, chicken of the woods, which is like more orange, but this is like a very like specific type of mushroom that grows like just this time of year in certain conditions at like the base of like oak trees and stuff. I learned all this from her. Um,
I feel like I've bought hen of the woods in like a supermarket wrapped in plastic, right?
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was like, and explaining to the young apprentice, I was like, that's probably like $100 of my maitake. He's like, oh man,
Whoa.
like we're rich. I'm like, well, nobody's buying our maitake, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
we'll give half to the nice neighbor who taught us about it, and we'll give it a go with the other half. And sure enough, it's delicious.
You
And
cooked it up?
oh yeah, um, did the whole thing, kind of like dried it with paper towels as best I could, sort of like washed it because it has like dirt and like bugs on it and stuff, which
Sure.
is kind of that's what you get for picking a mushroom out of the
Yeah.
tree by the driveway.
Or so I've read for sure.
Um, yeah, like pat it dry and kind of like put it in a paper bag. That was more just because I wasn't ready to cook it right away, but like put it in the fridge and then, but you apparently you get the moisture out so that when you cook it on like high heat, it doesn't like boil it and make it like mushy. So it keeps the
Ah,
mushrooms, it just like lets out like a more like aromatic sort of thing. And then you definitely throw some butter on, but like towards the end after you like cook them like, you know, pretty solidly for a few minutes.
yeah.
And man, these were good. Yeah.
Wow.
I can't
That's
wait until next year. And supposedly they come back in the same spot.
that's a classic mushroom. I love a hen of the woods. And I love this new segment of a mushroom lesson from the neighbors. I hope it becomes
Mushroom,
I hope it becomes
mushroom lesson. Yeah.
a repeating one that we get. Like, I hope your neighbor comes again next week and talks to you about mushrooms again.
Yeah.
Did you test the mushroom in any way? Like, did you eat a small bite of it and then wait a while to make sure you weren't poisoning yourself with a poison mushroom? Isn't that what you're supposed to do with mushrooms?
Uh, I mean, I sort of just implicitly trusted this stranger who wandered in
Yeah,
from the street and
this
knocked on
Lord
the
of the
door.
Rings character who lives next door to you.
She was like, "Yeah, I was telling my sister that I really wanted to knock on the door of of our neighbors and ask about if I could have some of the mushroom." Which I appreciated, one, that she didn't just feel like she could go just like take the mushroom, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
two,
true.
that she consulted her sister who told her, "Don't do that. They're gonna think you're a crazy mushroom lady." And
Yes.
she just said yes and decided to do it
I'm
anyway.
gonna do it anyway. Well, because
And
she was like, "Well, I am crazy, mushroom lady." Yeah.
I'm like, you knocked on the right door, ma'am.
Now everybody's having a crazy mushroom time.
The kids are out there. We're chopping off mushrooms. Yeah, I feel like I showed her our tomatoes that were doing really well at the time.
It's
Uh,
like it's like we
yeah,
talk about ultra running a lot, and we talk about how ultra runners, around mile 70, I think they start hallucinating. Well,
yeah,
if you don't want to wait till mile 70, just step outside and pull some mushrooms off the tree
yeah.
and see what happens.
I guess for the safety of the listeners, the safety related information I learned sort of in this like along the way was it does like irritate some people's stomachs, especially
Okay.
if it's like not like cooked like pretty well.
Yeah.
Which I learned after trying a little bite raw and then looking it up to see if that was actually a good idea or not. And it's like, well, like most of the time it's fine, but it also just didn't like taste very good. Like you
Yeah.
definitely have to cook it to like release apparently not only the flavors, but also some of the nutritional benefits.
Oh, well, that I didn't know.
There you go.
All right. Well, I
Um, yeah.
I mean, you live in what I consider to be the rural wilderness. You call it, you call it suburban Boston, but I think of it as very, very wilderness like. But there's, you can find stuff like that. There are people who do foraging walks through Brooklyn
Oh
and
yeah.
Manhattan, I imagine. And so yeah, there's stuff growing all over the place. If you know what you're doing, you can find stuff to eat.
Oh, and in another exciting turn of events, we also harvested this year's sunchokes, which are a weed that grows, and most people end up like ripping them out or not knowing what they are. But we found them. Actually, the youngest apprentice just sort of like pulled one of these out of the ground last year and was like, "What's this?" And
Yeah,
like we were looking at it, we're like, "What the hell is that?" It's like a nice like root sort of looking thing, like
yeah.
looks like a like mini like turnip almost. And we learned that it's a sunchoke. You cook that guy up in a little a little butter, and that thing's delicious too.
You got great stuff growing. Well, I'd be afraid of anything growing near where I live, but we've just got in Chinatown, we've just got people with buckets of live crabs out on the
Yeah.
corner. It's a different world
Well,
over here.
I feel like if McConkey died, like, ski like skydiving or whatever it
It's true.
was, my fall might be like I ate the wrong mushroom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I never had any idea what I was doing and just started eating more mushrooms.
Well, I'm excited for you on your journey.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, on your hashtag mushroom journey, and and excited to hear what mushroom you eat next week
Yeah.
on the Power Mushroom Picnic Hour. Uh, which will,
That
if we have to, we can just rename the show. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean that might have been my first real like forage where I've actually eaten a mushroom that I found out there.
I think I've foraged or
Yeah.
been well. I think I've been with foragers who've been like, "Here, you can eat this. This is a something," and I'm like, "All right."
Well, next time you come to the old homestead, we've also got in the forest this bed of wintergreen, like
Yeah,
the gum flavor.
the
Like you just
green flavored gum.
yeah, like I always just thought it was like a fake like mint, like just
Like,
like a like they made up the term
oh,
like oh it's like wintergreen. That sounds refreshing. Well,
yeah.
it is, but it's also like a little leaf, and you just kind of bite the leaf, and you get this massive like wintergreen flavor.
It's like peppermint, but it's actually it's a real thing, just like peppermint.
And we look forward to hearing in the mailbag like what the listeners pick up and eat off the
Yeah.
ground
Wh-
this between the now and the next episode.
what kind of mints are growing outside of your house? Does anyone have a spearmint?
Yeah, yeah.
What other kind of mints are there? Are those the three mints?
Spearmint. I mean, there's like a whole bunch of varieties of mint.
Maybe all
Um,
the fake sounding mints are real. Like maybe like cool Arctic blast ice is a kind of mint. Right? Like if wintergreen can be real,
I mean, that's kind of the game for
polar chill.
the gardening world. They're always just making up new names of like, varietals like tomatoes. They call those things, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like hobo names at this
They gotta
point.
make something. Yeah, I was writing a song once and I needed a flower name with three syllables. And so I just looked it up. I just Googled flower names.
Yeah,
There were a lot of options.
I support that. As the listener likely knows, do not support making songs with AI, but I think doing research by looking up
Oh
three-letter
yeah.
syllable flowers is a completely fair practice.
Yeah, I didn't want to use the word daffodil, which leads us to this week's
Ooh,
flower mystery question of the week. If any listener can write in and tell me what flower, 3-syllable flower name I did put in the song, then they will be the lucky recipient of a brand new pair of Asics Sonic Blast shoes.
Ooh, okay.
So,
Can I guess? I guess I can't guess
well,
because
you can't guess on
that,
air,
that would ruin it
and
for the listener.
I think you're ineligible for the prize, but you can guess off air.
All
Still,
right. Well, I guess a hint about my guess
all
is
right.
that Field Medic also used it.
Oh, so you do
Monks.
know it.
I think we might have already talked about this, potentially even on air at one point.
Good. Well, that makes it
I
at
will leave
least.
the listener with those hints now
Now go
the back
listen to every
into the
episode.
back catalog.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
expensive pair of shoes.
Yeah.
That's like $180 pair of shoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've just been dreaming about those. I want to get a pair of Asics Sonic Blast.
I think you should. I think like we were talking about off pod, we both have a goal to run through at least one of the many
Yeah,
pairs in our current rotation so that we can justify a new purchase.
exactly. It's my new motivation to run more.
I really want to talk about the shoes I'm thinking about, but I think I'm going to save it. I think I'm going
All
to
right,
save it until it's like something to look forward to.
maybe next week. We could talk about that the next time we have Brandon Eder on, because I think he's
Yeah.
coming back soon.
Ooh, that's right. Yeah, that'll be great. He's got a tour coming up. He did some recent collaboration. I want to say like is it a flute sort of quintet or something?
That sounds possibly correct. Yeah, and we can find out what kind of mushroom recipes he has, how he cooks his mushrooms.
My phone is dead, so unfortunately, can't look it up. Uh, Lightning race report.
Let's do it. We have really fast.
I feel like we'll revisit this in a future episode because there's probably more to be said here. But I noticed that um, uh, a certain special guest ran a marathon faster than Courtney DeWalter, who
Whoa.
it's not her like distance. She's like that's like a speed like short distance for her. You know, she's like
Yeah.
a 100, 200, like
It's a sprint for her.
yeah. But I think she ran a 2:49
Okay.
recently and like did like a marathon, which was like a fun, different thing for her to do.
And special guest Tim Ball ran Chicago Marathon. Do you know his time?
I believe the 2:47.
Wow. Congratulations, Tim. I think it was his third fastest marathon ever, but it looked like a fun one from the pictures I saw. So
Yeah, he's certainly a fast special guest, 6:22 pace or something, which is right around our community bio.
it's right in
time.
between you and me from the community mile. That's the beauty of right. I think you ran a 6:21 and I ran a 6:23.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
my second fastest mile on record. I ran a mile this year and it was slower than Tim Ball's marathon pace. So
Pace.
like that's how I
His
think about it.
Average marathon.
I think
Yeah.
about how I was huffing and puffing at the end. And then I just think about keeping a better pace and not huffing it. In what is that, in zone 2 or in some zone?
Yeah, so you want to be like I think in zone 2, which is crazy that he can sustain that pace for that long.
Yeah. And then we
yeah.
should add that Connor Mance, right?
Oh, yeah.
Broke the US marathon record at Chicago this weekend with like a 2:04. I don't know what it was exactly.
And how much time do we have?
We have 17 seconds.
All right. Well, I'm going to save my big race report for next time. It'll have to be a cliffhanger because I want to do it justice. But we have an accomplishment from a dear listener. We'll report on our very next episode.
Until next time.
Onward.
This is the Power Motion Picnic Hour, your favorite of the few, with a mile of opinions that we'll gladly share with you. This is the Power Motion Picnic Hour, you deserve nothing less. The Power Motion Picnic Hour, sometimes with special guests. Say your name, special guest.
Candide Tovex.
This is the Power Mode.